Hey guys, DRD back again with a new video of Grand Battle Royale, which is possibly one of the worst PUBG clones out there. If I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is a sad attempt at PUBG. But is it a bad game? I mean, I guess we gotta figure it out. But a little background. This is kind of a clone between PUBG and Minecraft, or Roblox, as in everything is square based. But you just gotta, you know, not knock it before you try it, I guess is the saying we gotta go with here. I've only played a couple games. I haven't won yet. I'm trying to do my best for you guys. If I can win this, that'd be clutch. But I mean, not too clutch, but we'll see what we can do. I'll see you guys when I'm in battle, just taking it down. See you guys. So even before we jump, we can take a look up here, and you might be able to notice that this map is very small. Very small. The action is very condensed, or maybe that would be the case if there were more than 16 people in a map. So that's kind of unusual. If you call something a grand battle royale, you typically want something grand or big, even. Oh, that's that guy. Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Let's go. Oh no. Come on, chill with that. I'm not trying to die. Oh. Whew. Okay. That was just scary. So now we gotta look for a med kit if we can find one. That would be clutch. But either way, I kind of lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, 16 people in a map, very condensed. Not a lot of action. And you spend most of your time just doing this, just kind of running around looking for people. And when you do find people, they have a lot of time to hide. As you saw there, I was being shot in the open, and I took a good 4 or 5 shots. I still got to coverage, and I was able to, Now that guy's gonna saute me. I gotta dip. Because, oh no, I'm done. This game. Oh. So as I was saying before, there's not a lot of space to do what you gotta do. And in the last game there's 16 people, but I think in most games there's 18 people. Another thing you may notice here, or 2 things you may notice actually. The first being that there is a long time to get into a game where there really shouldn't be. Games like Fortnite, I know they have a bigger fan base, but they're also fitting 5 times as many people in a match, and there's one of those going every 10-15 seconds, I would say. So the fact that you gotta wait a minute and a half for this game kind of sucks. It kind of makes you think about whether or not you actually want to go into another game. A second thing you might notice is actually this lighthouse that I was climbing on top of, which is one of the actually one of the nice features in the game. Pre-game, you saw you were on an island, and that on that island, sorry, I was thinking about jumping there. On that island, you can interact with players. You can type in the chat, all that. It's, you know, it's not limiting, but it's just not very big. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I'm trying my best to describe this, but in the end, it's really just a PUBG clone that's just not as big as PUBG is. And that's the problem with games like this. PUBG is actually released on mobile, and it is very good. It is, it's fun to play. I enjoy playing it personally. I have a couple wins. That guy's dead. Come on. Holy cow, that took a lot of shots. Okay. So the fact that PUBG is released on mobile kind of gives me a little less sympathy for these kinds of games that try and imitate the success PUBG had, because PUBG I would say is probably better on iOS and Android than it actually is on Xbox, which is kind of weird to think about. You have a lot more storage to go with on Xbox and PlayStation, but yet they still did it a little bit better on... Wait, hold up. Nah, I gotta take that. They still did a little bit better on iOS, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, but it's also... It's cool to think about, you know, the possibilities for iOS and Android in the future are just getting bigger and brighter, but this game just can't live up to that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't live up to it. It's still fun. I mean, it's a good alternative to PUBG. You know, if you don't have the half-hour PUBG requires, you can just hop into one of these games, but what I was saying earlier, the pre-game timer of 1.5 minutes, that's just kind of crazy, you know what I mean? If you want your game to just be a quicker PUBG, then you can't have 1.5 minute pre-game loading screens, you know? That's gonna distract the player, or deter. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is there. Deter, I think. You know, I'm not the smartest out there, but it is deter, yes, is the word I'm looking for. It may deter some of your fans from coming back. If you do want to have that quick experience, then you're not going to go to a game that has like 2 minutes before each game. You know, you're going to go to the game that, you know, give you those quick loading times and all that. And honestly, if you ask me, I don't think that this is the kind of game you want to be playing if you have like 5 minutes, you know. If you have 5 minutes, there are plenty other better options on iOS and Android, you know. There's the obvious ones like Clash of Clans, and the lesser known ones like games like Brave Frontier are pretty cool. You can just hop in games. Hell, you don't even need to look at your phone half the time for those games, but you know, there are better options. If you just don't have that much time, then I don't think a Battle Royale game is kind of the game you should be going for. However, if you're like addicted to Battle Royale kinds of games, then this is a good option for you. It's kind of clunky. It just doesn't have the appeal of a normal Battle Royale kind of game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I keep doing that. I keep clicking this and then this, but... So let's try and get to the circle here. I haven't done a lot of game commentary. I've been doing a lot of review. I haven't seen anybody though, which is, again, I think I brought it up already, but I think is one of the problems with this game is just, there's just so much walking and so much hiding that it's like, there's not a lot of the things that make Fortnite and PUBG fun is the killing aspect, the hunting, you know. It just feels like, you know, you're always running from something. It's not, you know, it doesn't have that same, ooh, there's one. It doesn't have that same feel. Oh jeez. Why am I not shooting him? Oh! Why is that not shooting him? Oh, why is that guy so big? Holy cow. Well, that guy was good, huh? But again, it's just one of those games. You know, if you want to play a quick game, this is probably not the kind of game you want. And honestly, Battle Royale games shouldn't be the kind of games you're going for if you only have a couple minutes. You know, there are better options out there. Overall, is it a good PUBG clone? Not really. Is it a good game? Not really. There are better options out there, and but it's, you know, just throw yourself into one of these games and it's whatever, you know. But this is a DRD from Users Not Known, signing off.